little control against the Halifax Blue Sox, and the Blue Sox have 40 minutes to endure. And I wonder whether Leeds will be tempted to lift their foot off the pedal. Well, not if that kickoff is anything to go by. Boubeng has put the ball down. It went for the short kickoff, did Iestyn Harris, and he came up with the possession in the shape of Anthony Farrell. Jackson to Fleary. Leeds looking to start this second half where they left off in the first.
Great tactics there. Was left all on his own. Couldn't retrieve the football. Well, I get the impression that the Leeds coach, Graham Murray, would have said to his players, go out there and enjoy yourself.
Jackson at dummy half. Here's Harris, pops it up to Hay. Hobson got to him, good job he did. Jamie Bloom was in there, and Paul Rowley too. Jackson, Sheridan, Farrell.
That's where they've been so important, Leeds. The forwards about muscle to Halifax 6.
Here's Sheridan, back to Morley, flicked pass, got straight into the arms of the Halifax defender.
Just a little bit too fancy there from Adrian Morley.
Rowley was the man who was waiting for it. Halifax back in possession then. This is Damien Gibson now.
Pretty difficult, Eddie, when you hold a commanding lead, 36 points to 4. Can't blame this Leeds outfit for saying, let's be even more adventurous, let's give the crowd plenty to cheer up.
Well, they will cheer them to the rafters if they win handsomely here. But that's a great kick from Moana, and that's from the 30-metre line, so this is going to be head and feed to the Halifax Blue Sox. Massive kick on the wing from Moana.
Well, he's a smart cookie. Really didn't see much of him in the first half, but you can see there, well inside the 40 and well over the 20. He's utilising the wind. As we mentioned at half-time, perhaps a little bit disappointed that Leeds didn't utilise it that much, but they didn't have to. They were scoring so many tries.
So here's an opportunity for Halifax. It's with Chester, and it's opened up for Chester, but suddenly Iestyn Harris appeared to shut the door. Now then it's Andy Craig. He steps, tries to go round the defender, but good tackle from Sinfield. So Halifax will come back this way with Jamie Bloom. Oh, and Bloom, he lost it. He's claiming it was stolen. John Connolly looks at the touch judge, both sides, and the touch judges both agree with the referee and they say play on. Well, when you remember, Steve-O, we saw Halifax Blue Sox beat Wigan only last month at the New Shea.
Well, it's amazing,
Their
isn't it?
demise is remarkable.
They really showed a lot of team spirit that night as well.
They showed a lot of team spirit in the opening 10 minutes here too, but once Leeds got on a roll, they just couldn't stop them.
That was forward
From Lee Jackson.
Delayed it a little bit too much there. Francis has not heard the whistle.
Well,
Jackson.
I wonder what was said in those dressing rooms at half-time. John Pendlebury's team talk would be interesting. Here's Bill.
Yeah, it was a pretty sombre Halifax dressing room. There is John Pendlebury, and the words that were used in the dressing room at half-time were pride and passion and performance. And really, Dave Hobbs, his assistant, the Halifax football manager, just telling me that really his guys have got to look their opponents in the eye and try and come out on top in this second half, to try and salvage something in terms of pride and to prove that they can make a fist of this, because they really don't want to see another 40 like they've just endured. But Steve-O was hinting there's been a lot going off behind the scenes at Halifax this week. Locally, a lot of speculation about John Pendlebury's future, and I'm sure that has contributed to the mood in the Halifax camp and the level of their performance tonight. And as you can imagine, it's a very different story from the Leeds Rhinos coach Graham Murray. Very happy with that first 40 minutes. Doesn't want his guys to drop off, but he really is very pleased with the way they've gone about their business tonight.
This is Rowley. Ball Rowley from dummy half. The pass is flicked inside. Bloom has put it down again, and Leeds survive.
Getting all a little bit excitable there. Bloom had the ball ripped away, and there you see, just losing their cool somewhat. South African fiery character. Eyeball to eyeball.
Well, John Pendlebury wanted, and according to David Hobbs, his men to look at their opponents eyeball to eyeball.
Well, he only did the tackle.
Just keep hurting it. Yeah?
No swinging arm, and
Come here, boys.
well, don't tell me he's going to report this.
Captain! Captain!
I think he just wants
Knock on,
the
just
two
knock
skippers,
on.
I think,
That was
to try and settle it down.
You guys knocked on, right? Do you guys tell them to calm down? Tell them to calm, right?
John Connolly shakes his head as if to say, how many times have we got to tell these guys?
Good Wigan accent. Tell them to calm down. Simple.
Calm down.
Is that Wigan?
How would I know? Never lived there.
Away we go, Gav, away we go! Good luck for John.
Jackson to Hay.
Oh, that's better. That's a way to get into them.
Well, that's what they should have been doing in the first half. I was quite alarmed, Steve-O, to hear Bill Arthur's comments about the future of John Pendlebury. Surely the coach of the year isn't under pressure at Halifax, is he?
Well, it depends which angle you're looking from it. Maybe John Pendlebury not too impressed himself. Oh, that's a good 40-20 if it gets there, but no, it's not going to.
No, remember, John Pendlebury tendered his resignation only last year, wasn't it? And the players got together and persuaded him to change his mind. And what a good move that turned out to be in 1998. But it's remarkable the way you can go from being top of the tree as coach of the year 1 year to being in the depths of despair the next. It's a cruel old game, isn't it?
Certainly is. You have to take the responsibility. You take the glory when you're winning. And I don't have to explain what's the alternative.
Well, I'd be dismayed if John Pendlebury went. One of the few British coaches that we've got in Super League, Steve-O, after all.
Well, he's shown his quality. Neat little chip on the blind side from the hooker Paul Rowley. He certainly will not throw the towel in. Really is a terrier, this fella. But the problem with Halifax is the fact that they've never had the control of the ball long enough to apply any decent pressure against the Rhinos. And when you do that, you're always susceptible to
It's okay.
have had a lot of points running against you.
Here's Harris. Clark. Just on. Coming on for David Bouveng. There he is again, his second tackle in quick succession. Des Clark. He missed last week at Hull.
Well, at least the Halifax defence this half is moving forward.
Well, they did for about 8 minutes in the first half, Stephen.
Bit of a bone crunch there.
Jackson, Sheridan. Here's Harris. Sinfield was a dummy runner. He found Morley. Now it's gone forward pass to Cummins. And the referee looked at the touch judge and has given it eventually.
Well, you couldn't have got a better angle, could you? Straight down the lens. That was superb camera work.
Brad Godden, forward pass. The referee warning players in that scrum to back off, otherwise they're on their way to the sin bin. Mercer standing out of the scrum again, tackled by Harris. Fleary is there, and inevitably Kevin Sinfield as well. Rowley to Bloom, and this is Andy Craig. Harris and Farrell getting to him.
He's tried his hardest as the St. Andy Craig is looking for work.
Good run from Broadbent. Good tackle from Anthony Farrell.
Could have been a flop there. Golden came very late indeed.
Good hands from Halifax. Moana back to Chester. On it goes to Mercer. Here's Bloom. It's opened up for Jamie Bloom. Marcus St. Hilaire gets him, but Jamie Bloom gets over under the sticks. That's much better from Halifax. Jamie Bloom on the charge, on the angle. Marcus St. Hilaire got to him but couldn't hold him down, and he had the strength to get over the line.
Good work by Broadbent, got them into this position, and for once the Halifax three-quarter line did get working. Two halfbacks, Chester and Clinch combined. Mercer, a superb pass on the inside. Get out of the way, John. The South African in for a vital 4 points. Well, Pendlebury, he requested pride and passion in the second half. Beautiful offload by Mercer. That's how to run onto the football. Upper body strength. Good effort.
Jamie Bloom came to Halifax from Widnes 12 months ago, and his try right under the sticks was converted by Gavin Clinch, and so it's now 36 points to 10 in the Leeds' favour. Well, that's a much better start to the second half for the Halifax Blue Sox. Pride is the key word. Another short kick-off from Harris, and it bounces kindly for Damien Gibson. He's off down the wing. He's been showed the touchline by St Hilaire, and that's good defence from the Leeds substitute. Rowley at dummy half. Clinch, whose conversion has put the Blue Sox into double figures. Chester to Hobson. Here's another for Halifax. Hobson under the sticks. Well, Leeds have gone to sleep, or is it Halifax who have suddenly found something from somewhere? Two in a couple of minutes for the Halifax Blue Sox. Their supporters now are dancing here at Headingley.
All came about from the short kickoff. Gibson made the inroads right on to that right wing. And again, the combination of the two halfbacks, Chester and Hobson. He'll remember that for a long, long time, and why not? It's a wonderful try. Two halfbacks, beautiful dummy. What an offload there. Delayed pass, came at the right time. But they can thank their fullback, Damien Gibson. The Leeds players all went to put the pressure on from the kickoff.
Clinch adds the extras, 36 points to 16 now. And Halifax's comeback has started. And that was the first ever try for the Blue Sox by 20-year-old Andy Hobson. As Steve-O says, he will remember that moment for a long, long time to come. This is his best run in the first team, by the way. His 7th substitute appearance of 1999, and that first try. Much better from Halifax, start of this second half. Where was this form at 7:30?
Well, it shows you what you can do if you apply that pressure, make sure your defensive qualities are good, and take your opportunities. They've had two, and they've scored twice. You cannot ask for anything better than that. And at least, surely that will put a little bit of a smile on John Pendlebury's face.
Just been reminded, Steve-O, that Leeds led 30 points to 8 against Salford recently, and then fell away. Hung on in the end for a victory, but Graham Murray will be mindful of that in this second half.
Well,
the big kick downfield, Wynn's caught that.
Disappointed with that one. Martin Moana had a wonderful 40-20 just after the restart. He knows the importance of this strong wind, and he knows the importance of if Halifax can just grab another try within the next few minutes, nerves will then play a big part.
McDermott has returned to add his considerable weight to proceedings. Jackson's the dummy half. Here's Hay. Good run from Hay, and Gary Mercer felt that. It's a skinny 10 metres that John Connolly's keeping at the moment.
He doesn't look well, doesn't Mercer? Remember, he's had a problem with his neck. Jamie Bloom claiming that the Leeds player was hanging on to his shirt.
Well, Gary Mercer's limping now. Fortunately, it's nothing to do with the neck. Here comes Darren Fleary. 12 metres from the line. Jackson at dummy half. Leeds have suddenly upped the tempo since this fella's come back on. That was a big hit, though, by Moana on McDermott. Jackson now. Here's Morley. He'll run straight. Morley offloads. Sheridan scores. Morley's having the game of his life tonight. And Sheridan was supporting as every good scrum half should do. Cartwheels from Ronnie the Rhino, but a try from Ryan Sheridan and Morley destroyed them up the middle.
Hard work from the forwards that got them into the position, and Morley again, beautiful offload on the inside from Jackson. Support play yet again superb. Maybe an element of just a doubt on this one. Pretty hard from that angle to see. Either way, John Connolly was quite happy about it. Good strength, good support. Leeds will be pleased to get that one.
Well, Ryan Sheridan is having a great season, developing into one of the form scrum halves of 1999. Iestyn Harris now to try and convert the 7th Leeds try, scored by the 7th different scorer. He manages it, 42-16, and parity is almost restored for the Leeds Rhinos.
There you see the inside pass, and you can see the defenders slower through. And as it came to it, oh, they've gone back to sleep again, I'm afraid, of the Halifax defenders.
Well, he's having a great season, isn't he, Ryan Sheridan? Matthew Elliott, our guest tonight, blames him for the balls not getting to Wembley. Remember the ball he pinched to scoot in for the try in the semi-final?
Certainly was one of the turning points.
It was. Farrell running strongly from his own line. Referee having a devil's own job to get the Halifax players off the grounded player. Here's McDermott. His very presence on the field has made such a difference to Leeds in this second half. The tempo has upped from them considerably since he reappeared.
When you get the big fellas charging forward like that, it means that 2 and 3 players have to go into the tackle. A quick play of the ball, and it really stretches the defence. Well, Jackson taking control out there, pushing everybody here, there and everywhere.
Oh, dear me. Knock on.
Well, Nick Pinkney will not want to watch this again. Fingertips to it.
No doubts. Got it eventually. So another opportunity here for Leeds to post some more points. Sheridan to Harris. Here's Cummins. Cummins again.
Neat
Tackled
dummy.
by Clark.
Superb dummy there.
Sheridan again. Andy Hay. Here's Rivette. Oh, he went in and out. That's a great try. No, he's in touch. He hit the corner flag first.
Let's just
Well,
double
the
check.
touch judge's flag went up
Make sure you
immediately.
hit that before you
And
put the
John
ball
Connolly
down.
wants the video ref to check it out anyway.
Then why not? Watch for the right shoulder. Ooh, yeah.
No,
His hip, his
only
right hip.
just.
Right hip, just watch for it bend. Just bends before he gets the ball down.
There's no try, and
No
it's a 20-metre
try.
tap to you guys. Hold it up, wait.
Well, John Connolly has already decided. He's watched the big screen here at Headingley as well. He's just said it's no try, and it's a 20-metre place kick, and the video referee confirms that view for him. Leroy Rivette thought he was in for his second try of the night.
Well, it deserved a 4-point. It really was wonderful skills by Leroy Rivette, who has burst onto the scene since those 4 tries at Wembley. It's amazing what just one magnificent game can do for your confidence. But that was all skill, in and out, great to see.
Well, Leroy Rivette has been a fixture in this Leeds team since a couple of tries against St Helens in the playoffs last year, as Leeds marched to the grand final. And he is certainly one of the new breed of superstars in the game at the moment. His name is on just about everybody's lips.
And so it should be.
The new Jason Robinson, they're calling him. We'll see Jason Robinson himself in the flesh tomorrow night, of course, when we have the Bradford Bulls against the Wigan Warriors for you. Saturday evening, Saturday Night Fever, they're dubbing it. It's on Sky Sports 3 at 6:30. Good run from St Hilaire.
Looking to get away with that. It was a good chase.
Here's Paul Sterling.
Oh, Halifax are struggling to get their defence sorted out. Rowley trying to get Sterling to the ground. Well, the tackle wasn't completed.
Here's Rivette again. Jackson popped it up to McDermott. Jackson again. Farrell. Clark shot out. Put him under pressure. Not the best pass. Harris has picked it up. He gets away from Mercer. And he gets away from the next lot in. And that's a great ball to Hay. Hay's got support out here with Godden. Godden still. The tackle now is completed.
Excellent three-quarter play. Beautiful balance as a centre, Brad Godden.
Sheridan, it's on the last. Just dabs the kick over the top. Pinkney is there. It's going from bad to worse for Nick Pinkney. He was going to have a heck of a job to get out of the in-goal area anyway, but then this happens to him.
As Eddie's mentioned, things not going their way, but it was a wonderful little chip over by Ryan Sheridan. We keep talking about the fact that you apply that pressure, it just eats away at you all the way, undermines your confidence.
Well, it just went a little off the rails and slightly awry for Leeds, didn't it? But then McDermott returned and this fellow started running strongly again. Adrian Morley.
Good hit from Mercer though.
They're back on track and they're flowing forward here with Harris. Not the best pass, that was off the knees of Golden. Here's Cummins. Cummins through one, through two, support from Jackson. Scrambling defence from Halifax. Quick play of the ball, they're in trouble. Fleary, still Fleary. He's over the line. It's not touchdown and he's hauled back.
Did he lose
Knock
it?
on, he did. John Connolly, spot on there.
Just reaching out. Just comes. Just lost it there, just slightly. But did it go backwards rather than forward? And that's what the big prop forward's saying.
Well, it's getting around about that time for your votes for the man of the match. And remember, the man of the match tonight is being decided by the losing coaching team. At the moment, that's the Halifax Blue Sox. They'll decide the man of the match, and the man of the match will win the Tissot wristwatch. And you, the Sky Sports viewer, can still play your part because we want you to vote in with your view of the man of the match and try and predict who the losing coach will choose as the man who has contributed most to their downfall. You'll get 2 tickets for the grand final if you agree, and the number is 0660 10 10 13. So prizes all round tonight for the man of the match.
Just couldn't be taken in there by Andy Craig. Yet again, the error count is mounting on the Blue Sox side.
I rather fancy that tonight's man of the match might be a rhino, Steve-O.
Yeah, would you like a bet on that?
Here's St. Hilaire.
To be fair, though, that Leeds have been impressive.
This is Harris, and here's Jackson, just trying to step inside Broadbent. St. Hilaire's at dummy half. Sheridan. Golden on an angled run.
But you can see Leeds now, they're turning out all their set pattern moves.
McDermott on the charge. Just hauled down by Des Clark. Here's Sheridan. Long pass to Harris. The stretch this way. This is St. Hilaire. He's straightened it up. And they've clawed into the ground. Morley, Harris, grubbers it through. That was a knock on by Gavin Clinch.
Well, he tried his best there. Another great option. Keep referring to that pressure situation, and
he's claiming he was facing his own posts.
It went forward, I think. Either way, sad times for that man, John Pendlebury. Nothing really has gone right for his side.
Sheridan coming down the short side, and here's St. Hilaire. Chris Chester wrestling him to the ground. Jackson is the dummy half. Sheridan. McDermott.
Well, McDermott is desperate for a try.
Well, he is.
They keep moving him out wide and trying to get him wound up.
Here's Harris, and that's Farrell. And Farrell was going to flick it back to Iestyn Harris and thought better of it. Good job too. Here's Harris again. Back it goes to Sheridan. Having a Bit of a problem getting through this defence. Golden. And Rivette is absolutely enveloped.
But you can see there, look at all the defenders out on that blind side. All they've got to do is get this ball out wide.
Jackson's looking for the kick through. Gibson did well, read it beautifully. Nice bit of skill there from Damien Gibson. Himself a former Leeds player. The Welsh international with the Australian twang in his voice.
To be fair, his positional play tonight has been very good indeed.
I think he's a better full-back than a centre or winger, don't you?
Without doubt. Needs to have a little bit of space. He's shown on a couple of occasions. Oh, intercept from Jackson. This has got to be a try.
It's with Sterling. He's got the pace to get in the corner, and he touches down just almost slid out of the field of play. And he goes to the screen, John Connolly, just to check it out. Was the ball grounded properly by Paul Sterling? If it is, it's the 8th try and the 8th different scorer.
No doubt about it.
Sterling's going to get the verdict here. TRY. Try number 8 for the Rhinos. 8th try scorer. His name is Paul Sterling.
Hang on, that's mine.
TRY. Yes, I thought I'd pinch it.
Well, it's celebration time. Good work from Jackson. Trying to get the offload. He read it well. He's played his part as Jackson. As soon as it went out wide, Bloom was never going to get anywhere near there.
Harris then 7 from 7. This his most difficult kick because apart from anything else he's got the wind in his face. And his first miss of the night. But 46 points to 16. They're actually booing Iestyn Harris for the miss. And by the way, not all of your cliches are original, you know.
Good work from Jackson. You see how he just spotted it out wide. Godden, like all good centres do, if there's an overlap, you make sure that your winger gets away in the clear. Bloom tried hard, with too much space. Well, the fans here, Eddie, they really are enjoying themselves underneath our commentary box here.
Well, they are. It's been a famine, hasn't it, at Headingley for so many years, but suddenly over the past couple of seasons under Graham Murray's tenure, the good times are rolling back to this particular part of West Yorkshire.
It's amazing what winning a trophy can do for not only your players but for your fans. Poor Matthew Elliott, who was walking up the steps here to the gantry, our guest here tonight. The fans were saying, we've got silver trophy, you ain't got any.
He might have a little word to say about that before the end of the season.
Well, I think you might be right.
They're all, of course, homing in on Old Trafford's Theatre of Dreams on October the 9th. It's a Saturday night, and Marcus St. Hilaire is after something here. Gibson does well again. Gibson has not been disgraced in this inevitable defeat now. But Leeds, well, they've got the band playing as well as everything else at Headingley. And here's Andy Hay. Now it's with Brad Godden.
Well, with no disrespect to the Lancashire sides, this would be a wonderful grand final, wouldn't it? Having the Leeds versus Bradford.
Well, I rather fancy that Wigan and St Helens might have something to say about that, and indeed Warrington. Leeds then, by the way, were calling for a voluntary tackle by Gavin Clinch. He never got to his feet, did he?
Well, he did then.
Yeah, but there's no tackle. Well, they're a noisy lot at Headingley, aren't they? They're enjoying their Super League 4. Another big crowd, over 12,000, and Ronnie is winding them all up. And the crowd enjoying every minute of this. Sheridan read that script perfectly. Little dink over the top from Randall.
Nice option from Randall just to dink over there, but Sheridan yet again, he does the sweeping so well. What a big game this guy's had. Andy Hay worked hard, as his partner in the second row, Adrian Morley.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who the Halifax coaching staff choose as the man of the match. They've had some tormentors out there. Here's one of them, Sheridan. McDermott, he's hunting a try, isn't he? Barry McDermott.
Well, there's a far better option out wide, and Sheridan made sure that it was going to go back inside of the big fella.
Harris, oh! Lost the ball.
They went backwards. This will probably be a try.
He's handed it on to the video
Make sure
ref,
he ripped the
John
ball out.
Connolly.
Didn't lose the ball. If he ripped it out, got the advantage to try.
The ball is ripped away by Clinch. He did well. Perfectly pulled away. Goes backwards. It came off a Halifax player. And I think you'll find that Harris has scored.
That looks like a try.
TRY.
If you say so. But you don't have the final say. It's the video referee. He's had a look. What's his decision? Yes, 4 points to Leeds. Great skill from Harris. Held it up, lost it, the one-on-one, and seized the opportunity. Look at this.
Just toying with the defence now. Good work from Clinch though. But all that hard work still pops up with a try. An amazing player, Justin Harris. Like all great players over the years, they just have this ability to be able to give themselves space, give themselves the time, the ability to bamboozle the opposition. He does it week in, week out.
Justin Harris adds 2 more points to the Leeds tally and to his personal tally. He's got 20 of the 52-16 that Leeds lead by. Leeds the overwhelming favourites tonight. And they're confirming that with this highly professional destruction of the Halifax Blue Sox. 52-16, where have I heard that scoreline before?
Well, it's only pride that Halifax can do now. They are running hot. Oh, Morley, how many times has he offloaded like that?
Here's Sterling. Pinckney was a bit high. Referee said the first tackle on him hit the shoulder.
That's been Halifax's problem throughout this game.
McDermott.
He wants it badly, doesn't he?
Does he ever? This is St. Hilaire. Thought twice then about offloading the pass to Harris.
I know one thing. If Barry McDermott gets over the whitewash for the try, this ground will erupt.
Long ball from Harris, bouncing into the arms of Rivette. Sinfield, Jackson tried to step inside Rowley. That was a flick on it by Moana. The referee will bring it back for that knock-on.
Well, at least that'll eat up the seconds. Fingertips from the loose forward, Mark Moana, who's had very little opportunity. We know the qualities of this loose forward. Talented player, but I'm afraid we just haven't seen enough of them.
Here's Sinfield. Takes the tackle from Moana. Lee Jackson. Morley charges onto the football again. Morley! Oh, it's sensational from Morley. That's his second try of the night. And Adrian Morley's got all the appetite in the world, and poor John Pendlebury watches on. His side have been systematically dismantled here. Adrian Morley's second try is 4th of 1999. There's a man who on form could torment them in the tri-series this autumn.
The eager beaver, he came from the open side to the blind side. Get out of the way. What a wonderful fend. What a creative player he is, and so much strength. Bang. Just says to Des Clark, get out of the way. You know, some of the Leeds players, they were arguing, pushing people out of the way. They wanted the football. Confidence, riding high. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
And Harris gets 2 more points. And it's 58 points to 16. No wonder the Leeds captain is smiling, because tonight he's smiling all the way to the bank. And Adrian Morley, he's had a big game. He's had a big season.
5 offloads, 4 clean breaks. What more can you ask of a second rower?
And 2 tries as well for his coach, Graham Murray. Such a talent. Here's Andy Hay. They're hunting more, are the Leeds Rhinos. Sterling He's got a clear race. No, he hasn't picked any sort of that. That's wonderful play from Andy Hay. He pinched it out of the arms of Blue.
And then has a big grin at the South African. McDermott charges in again. Leeds really have shared the work. The forwards have laid the platform for this wonderful win.
Good hands from Harris to St. Hilaire. He spins to the ground under the challenge from Randall. Quick play the ball to Jackson. Here's Sinfield again. Harris flicks it back to Golden. Anthony Farrell now. Oh, Des Clark hit the deck. Farrell just pushed him off. Harris. Cummins. Rivette. Rivette will score this time. His second. The floodgates are starting to open. They've been open actually from the 8th minute of this match. The dam has now burst and Leeds are flooding through. Leroy Rivette.
Also easy now. The forwards are rampaging. Jackson yet again sets things alight. Harris, long ball out wide. Beautiful play there by Cummins. It was always going to be on. Demoralised now, I'm afraid, of the Blue Sox. It'll take more than pulling up those Blue Sox to stop this lot. What a night for this fella too.
Harris for his 10th kick of the night, successful. It's 64 points to 16. Leeds are sending out a message to the rest. They sneaked into the top 5 courtesy of Castleford's defeat this week. They're going to be confirmed in the top 5 tonight. And they still have got 4.5 minutes left to play. They could hit 70.
Well, apart from the 10 minutes at the first half and perhaps 15 minutes in this second stanza, Halifax have just been demoralised. They've been cut apart.
Well, Leeds themselves are on the wrong end of a 62-point drubbing by St Helens just after Wembley. But this is the highest score in Super League this year, 64 points. And McDermott on the charge once more is looking for more. Jackson, Harris, Sinfield, Hay, they're playing with confidence. This is vintage stuff. Farrell, a mile and a half forward, that's all.
Bit speculative there from Farrell. Well, dear me.
Credit the tackle though.
Well, they got back. But what a beautiful little offload there by Sinfield.
Well, John Connolly has just disagreed with me. I said it was a mile and a half. He said it was 5 metres. Forward pass.
Listen to this crowd.
They're enjoying every minute of it if they're a Leeds fan. There aren't too many Halifax supporters left in the ground now. They were here, but they have gone home with their tails well and truly between the legs. This lot enjoying their rugby all of a sudden. So long they've been in the shadow of others. Oh, there's an interception. Cummins under the posts. Cummins with the try. They're so alert, they're thinking so quickly, they're looking for every opportunity, and Cummins gets his 11th try of 1999.
So eager, yet again, that's the second one we've seen in this second half. Jackson got one, which led to the Sterling try. Cummins gets in on the act. Quick thinking, being alert, that's what champions are made of. And boy, oh boy, the Rhinos are certainly going to push this competition all the way.
And Iestyn Harris has just kicked a very important goal. That's his 11th. Leeds hit 70 to 16, but just as important for Iestyn Harris, 11 goals equals the Super League goal-kicking record in a match. And Iestyn Harris has got his name on the record book once again. Well, there's still a minute and a half to go. 70 points to 16. It's a hammering.
Halifax out on their feet now, which is not surprising the way that these Leeds forwards have just taken it to them. Halifax have never been able to afford one-on-one. They've always had to scramble back 2 and 3. Oh.
St. Hilaire puts the pass down from Hay. A little bit of frustration from Broadbent.
Well, amazing. St. Hilaire knocks on and the crowd here boo. 70 points to 16. They give this fella the bird.
Inside the last minute. A demoralising defeat for the Blue Sox. Here, though, they get a little bit of consolation for me, the best man on the field for them, Damien Gibson. The kick through, ricocheted off a Leeds player. It was play on. It doesn't bring any smile or any consolation on the face of John Pendlebury, but Damien Gibson gets a try next to the post.
Inventive play over the top from Clinch. Ricochets of St. Hilaire, I think it was. And Gibson, as Eddie mentioned, certainly the star of the Blue Sox tonight. He doesn't deserve to be on the end of this thrashing. Nice set move, got the ricochet, and for once, Lady Luck shines on the Blue Sox.
Yes, Damien Gibson, no one will begrudge him that try. Gavin Clinch adds the extras. There's the final siren. 70 points to 22. Gibson's try in the last minute and Clinch's goal. John Pendlebury leaving the scene. But the Leeds supporters will stay for a wee while yet and celebrate this win. 70 points to 22. Gibson and Clinch, as I say, with the last action of the match. But prior to that, there were tries all over the shop for this Leeds Rhinos team, who ran absolutely rampant. They were held for 8 minutes, and from that moment on, really, there was ever only going to be the one winners. And the Leeds Rhinos come up trumps and confirm their place in the top 5. Outstanding effort from them. They have some tasty matches to come. Castleford away, Gateshead at home, Wigan away, the Bulls here. That's their next 4 fixtures.